Everybody, it's the end of 2021, which means it's time for us to do our yearly what's coming next year video. So this is what's coming in 2022. If you've noticed, our videos had kind of slowed down towards the end of the year. There was a lot of reasons for that, both being really busy. We have books coming out. We have 2 different podcasts we're producing now, maybe a third coming. Yes, I work too much. Everybody on the team works too much. If you follow us on social media, you may have heard about it, but my apartment flooded on Thanksgiving morning. Like, we woke up to the apartment being completely flooded, which also meant we had to deal with the flooding. We then had to deal with insurance. We had to deal with carpets and construction, as well as dealing with everything of the apartment below us because water falls and their place got completely trashed. So we had to deal with the insurance stuff for all of that. And then I'm only showing this because it doesn't look that bad at this point, but day after Christmas, I slashed my hand open, had to go to the hospital. And on top of all that, we're looking for a new house to move into because of the flooding and everything else. So it's been crazy busy, which is why in 2022, there's only going to be 2 videos on YouTube coming out each month, basically every 2 weeks. However, that doesn't mean we're doing less content. We're just going to be shifting up how the content is. First of all, I checked with I polled the community, and more than anything else, you guys want us to do more reviews. The reviews aren't leaving, so I didn't want anyone to think that, but we are going to focus even more on reviews. And we're going to be doing written reviews on top of video reviews, which that's going to make sense in a minute. No, it's not a blog. We're also going to do some story times, which people have asked about, which is essentially us taking the Saturday stream. We've now split that to where there's a Ttrpg stream, then a video games after we're done talking Ttrpgs. So that may become a podcast, but it also is probably going to become a Ttrpg discussion series that we're going to move over to YouTube as well. So if you want to watch that, we're still going to have the more produced stuff, then those will be live VODs. And finally, the biggest thing, which, I'm going to have it pop up right there. We have a zine coming out. Don't know how long it's going to be. It's going to be monthly, and it's going to be exclusive to Patreon backers. I've already told Patreon about it this morning and all of that, but every month, patrons were already getting previews to the books we were getting ready to put out. Whenever I did a video and there'd be mechanics, there'd be links to that kind of stuff. So you had it in written form. Well, now that's all just getting put into a zine, and it's going to be role plays monthly. If you're a patron member, if you're any tier above just fan, which is the here's a buck tier, then you get access to the zine, and you're going to get access to back catalogs if you want to deal with patrons, scrolling through and finding older stuff. It's going to keep us from having a bunch of posts with here and there. You just got to look up what happened this month. Towards the end of the month, after we do all the videos, the zine will drop and you'll have access to everything in a published material. We're already doing publishing and layout and formatting, so we might as well make this for you guys too, so it looks like an actual PDF you're okay bringing up. Also, let's be honest, Dragon Magazine was awesome, and it sucks that it disappeared. We're not saying this is Dragon Magazine, especially since it's not going to just be Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to do Dungeons & Dragons stuff, Monster of the Week stuff, do indie RPG reviews. We're having guest writers come in to do essays about RPGs or about being better dungeon masters and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really exciting, and that's going to be another way where you can get content if you want more material for your games, you want to read up on stuff, than just the videos, because guys, the videos take a long time to produce. Even this talking head, I'm going to be here, I'm recording, then I gotta go edit it. This is a green screen, obviously, so that gets changed. We do audio leveling, edit for time, put all the effects and graphics and stuff in it, and the simplest one is still going to be a day of work. Articles we can have other people do. We don't need them to come in at a certain time. We work on them when we're free, and we can bring it in. So that is a big one. Videos aren't going away. We're just cutting them down to about once every 2 weeks, but basically 2 per month. There's going to be a new zine where you get access to all the written material we've been doing, and we've already been giving a lot of them out as little Like, here's a link to a Dropbox file. Now it's a zine. And we are basically moving on from there. We have the 2000 Tales podcast, which is doing really well. If you haven't watched that, if you haven't listened to that, check it out. We now have Big Gay Dice Game, which is our actual Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast. And I don't know if our Saturday stream's going to become a podcast. If it is, I'll let you guys know when we have a good name and it's up and it exists and everything. But you can also catch all that stuff live. We have new merch coming to the merch shop, all kinds of fun stuff there. But I'm running out of oxygen as I'm talking about all this, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing about it. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.